a very good sign, Autosis. Belshir Vestige. We are in, we are ready. Map number 2. Let's go ahead.
All right, Apollo, if you say so. Down here in the bottom right, give it up for Leenock.
Spawning to the top left here of this 2-player map. It is the Alliance Naniwa.
So, Apollo, I have a theoretical question for you.
Okay.
Okay, so last year, not as many Koreans in this event. Polt makes it to the finals, Thorzane kills him. This year, a lot of Koreans in the event. A lot of top Koreans in the event. If Naniwa wins this, how many Koreans actually are going to come over next year to challenge the Swedes?
Autosis, in all honesty, I think they all would.
They all would. Every Korean.
Every single one.
50 million Koreans in the DreamHack Open.
We're
going to test that open part of the name.
Anybody can play.
Yeah.
We'll see how Hellspawn handles that one when the sign-ups come around next year. Hatchery first, Autosis, versus a gateway opening here.
Good opener by Leenock. Really nice choice. If he goes for triple hatchery, then Naniwa's starting out well behind.
I wonder if he's going to. Let's have a look. I'm actually very eager. Look at that money piling up. We'll see.
He's going pretty high in drones right now.
No, okay. My heart started to race there as he moved towards the left. Of course, the direction of the third to the left there.
All right, so, you know, this is a good opener for Leenock against Naniwa. I would say it does give him a slight advantage, especially since he's getting this gas so quickly. You know, Naniwa is becoming a little bit more predictable. But, you know, he does look at the replay after each game. So if he looks at this replay and realizes, oh, okay, there's some blind countering going on again, he might be able to mix it up again in a different way, whether that's proxy gates or maybe a forge expand, something like that.
Well, let's see what Naniwa's going to do. He's clearly going to throw down his Nexus here, but the big difference between the 2 different branches he swings with this opening, does he get the second gas quite soon, or does he start to save his money for throwing down these gateways on the natural here? A second gas must clearly mean nothing other than a Stargate opening.
Yeah.
Unless we see something completely different. Completely different.
Yeah. Well, he's gotten the mothership core without the second gas. So in the previous games where he was going for that really quick Stargate, he was getting the second gas before the mothership core. So it looks like he may go for the gates.
Well, there is a probe hide on that left-hand side here. There's the pylon on the natural. A sentry being built next. What is going through?
I think it is the 4-gate coming up.
1, 2. And the third one, and look at that. Look at that Overlord. Right above these gateways and spots it as well.
He wants to know exactly what's going on, and it is that 4-gate. So he's going to have to be very careful about his probes. Oh my god, look at that Overlord placement. He's watching for this probe.
And he sees it. He sees it. Now what does Leenock do here?
Well, he starts making Zerglings.
But how many does he make is the question. We saw Jaedong overbuild, potentially.
Yeah.
We've seen other players underbuild and lose.
It's a very good question, Apollo. It's because whoever figures out what the actual intention is of the other player first is going to get the advantage here.
Well, only a couple of Zerglings have been built here. Is this a bluff? Is it real? Or are we going to see...
Look at that double evolution chamber going down right now as well. I think he thinks that there's a bluff coming in.
I'm pretty sure that this is the perfect reaction from Leenock here. He hasn't overbuilt. He's got 10 Zerglings coming. He's got quite a nifty drone count, but looks like Naniwa's going to continue through with this.
Yeah, 8 more Lings are on the way, so he's going to have 14 total against the 5 Zealots, and that pylon is pretty far away overall, so he should be able to defend this, but this shouldn't be a complete waste, these Zealots. I think they'll kill off a decent amount.
Well, here we are. What we're going to see here from Naniwa. Is he going to recall? Yes, he does. He gets out with every single unit there. One big thing, of course, is no third base down, which is really nice for Naniwa to keep Leenock back before, as we see that going out tape. But the big question here is that we see the double evolution chamber down again, and we see the melee upgrades again. Leenock is playing the same style on this map.
Yeah, exactly the same style coming down. And Naniwa, you know, he's going to be able to scout it with his Stargate. And hopefully he'll just do a better job this time of countering it. You know, don't let any Lings into that main base. Try not to lose your early sentries with the Lings around or anything like that. And if he can do those things, as we saw against Jadong, he can beat the strategy.
All right, so not too much difference. Oh, actually, hold that. As soon as I say that, a Baneling nest has been put down here for Leenock.
Interesting.
I think he might be changing things up a little bit here.
Yeah, it could be. You know, the way that Naniwa's been going about countering this build is making a lot of Zealots, a few sentries, and going into Colossus. Well, if you get Banelings with speed, you're going to clean those up so quickly.
Well, let's see as this layer finishes. If he's going to research Ventral Sacs and start to think about researching Orbital Lord speed as well. Hasn't quite got it yet, as we can see. Void Ray has been made here by Naniwa.
Yeah, that's a big change as well that we haven't pointed out yet. You know, before he was going for 4 to 5 Phoenixes. Here, pumping out that Void Ray right away. Obviously, the Void Ray is going to be very useful against Ultras if they do come.
I wonder if the Baneling Nest is more of a... Yeah, Naniwa, I'm not quite playing the same here. Let's see what your reaction's going to be, because he has thrown down the Infestation Pit anyway. Well, actually, 10 Banelings just got morphed here.
Yeah. Well, oh my god, this could be very bad indeed, and he sees those Banelings. This is going to make moving out a lot harder for him.
Yeah, well, he should just send the Void Ray over there here. He's got to be careful with these force fields. The Banelings are going to go towards the wall here. How's Naniwa going to handle this?
A good force field going down. But yeah, that Void Ray actually needs to get out there and chase down those Banelings. He can kill those all off, in fact.
This is a really nice strategy here coming out from Leenock, and a bit of an investment with his gas. A Baneling Nest and Banelings, preventing this third from being taken here. Delaying Naniwa, but here comes the Void Ray and Mothership Core. This absolutely should be getting rid of these Banelings to clear out the pathway for this third to be taken.
And you know what? He's going to be able to take that third without too much trouble here. He's really crossed every T and dotted every I here, Apollo. You know, it looks like he's in a solid spot.
All right, well, no Lings make their way through here. And he's going to have some good force fields, and he does have the first 2 force fields go down really well. Banelings do fall down here. All right, well, they're not going anywhere.
Well, that was one doomed Baneling right there. Well, this has been a great defense so far. A lot of Lings actually come in. They do have 1-1 upgrades. But, you know, this is just too many Zealots, too many sentries. So
far, so good for the Swedish player here. Altosis is reacting and dealing with everything really well. But we do have a 4th base coming down for Leenock and a Hive. 2-2 is on its way, and we will be seeing that Ultralisk Cannon coming down very shortly.
Now, this is kind of interesting. You know, we do have Naniwa staying on course. He's getting, you know, a few Stalkers mixed in, of course, but also going for that Colossus, getting the range, going for the second Colossus. But I really like Leenock's 4th base timing here. I think he's realized that there's no real move-out potential right now. You know, if he did, that 3rd base should be canceled.
Ooh, a Spire has been thrown down. We'll keep that in consideration for now. Ultras Cavern going down as well. Yeah, but that 4th base, as you mentioned, there were 11 drones being built. It's very smart of you to say that. With 11 drones coming down, he's up to 76 drones. That's one of the big differences between both games that we've seen, Jadong and Leenock. That 4th base was never down that fast. It was never saturated, never had gas being mined from it.
It's a really nice move. Now, if these Lings go into that 3rd base, can he keep that alive while moving out here? Because this will be a good move out timing if he can do so.
I think he might have to recall here if he's... Well, the Lings do come back as Naniwa moves forwards. This is quite a powerful little push out here. Not ready yet, no Ultralisk, no nothing.
Yeah, it's a very nice army against what he's up against. You know, he does have a decent number of force fields in here as well, so if he's very quick, those Banelings shouldn't really do anything.
Look at this, a perfect timing right before Ultralists are ready here, as you can see they're being made. Let's see how much damage he can do if he can... Oh, those Queens look pretty juicy right now. He's going to have to nail these force fields against these Banelings.
Yeah, he's going to have to be very, very careful about that. And here come the Banelings.
Oh.
And it's really really good force field so far. He's going to target those down, and the Banelings being destroyed. Beautiful moves by Naniwa.
He's got to be careful. I don't think he wanted to use Time Warp there because he knows that the ticking bomb is ticking Autosis, because when the Ultralists come out, 6 are on the way, and he's going to have to escape him momentarily, but he wants to do as much damage as possible. The hatchery on the natural's going to fall, and he gets out.
And the money recall right before the Ultras pop out. Good moves by Naniwa.
Oh, that was a close one. A perfectly executed movement out there right before Ultralist pop out. Perfect there by Naniwa, and he has, I think, the Templar Archives down. I'm not 100% certain on that because he has been very occupied. Yeah. He does indeed. So there come the Templar, and so far so good for Naniwa.
It's Archon time, and he's making Immortals as well. So far, Naniwa has countered everything perfectly. He's made a few small changes, such as the addition of a Void Ray, and it's been working out perfectly for him.
That pylon on the left-hand side, that is a very important pylon. If Leenock's forces are on the other side of the map, if Naniwa can occupy him, if he's able, he has got a Zealot charge too, if he's able to bring down that hatchery, and here comes the warp in, 6 Zealots on the left-hand side here, Autosis, if he can bring this down, there's no Queens, there's no Transfuses, this could be a big move if Naniwa can pull this off.
This is amazing, and that is actually where drops are being upgraded as well, so he's going to stall that out. Also, a great move here by Naniwa, and it looks like that hatchery is going to fall.
Big win there for Naniwa, a big win, but look at those overlords. They are preparing for something rather dangerous here. This is going to be an interesting couple of minutes here. Ventral Sacks, as you said, was cancelled though.
Yeah,
which means,
and that's really good. Nice little move there with the Archon, by the way. But you know, the fact that they were canceled may even just change the plans here of Leenock. Looks like Leenock going to expand over to the right-hand side now. The Phantom Pylon floating there as well.
And I think what we're going to see very shortly is Naniwa attempt to establish a 4th base. He's got a very strong army against this Ultralisk. We do have +1 Flyers attack on the way here for Leenock, and I think he's got to start to move his army away from Ultralisk here, Autosis. He's not going to cut it in the long run.
Do you think he's going to switch into Mutalisks?
I think that's very dangerous against the amount of Archons that are here.
He could never engage the army straight up, but maybe outmaneuver his opponent. Corruptors would seem a little bit weird, especially against such a high Archon count as well.
Well, he does cancel this 4th base. Lings don't make it to the natural, and a couple of... Oh, the Ultras get stuck. A free win there for Naniwa, and we do have a couple of Zerglings just, trying to bring down that 3rd.
And in fact, they're going to get the 3rd base. And it is a Mutalisk switch, 20 on the way. This could very well become a base trade scenario.
This is going to be exciting. Let's see, there's no pylon close here for the time being. 22 Mutalisks. Oh, good fungal there.
Yeah, that's a really nice fungal. Well, he's going to walk up here and easily plow through these few spine crawlers with all those immortal shots. The Zealots charging forward as well, but 20 Mutalisks come out. He's going to have to clump his army oh so well, targeting Magic Boxing down these Archons. Beautiful moves with this Mutalisk, and Naniwa could be in trouble if the Mutalisk can survive.
Oh, he needs to warp in more and more Stalkers here. There's not too many Mutalisks. They only have +1 attack here. +3 may, or +2 may be good enough for Naniwa. Look at that, the Mutalisk fly away. 160 supply to 103. Naniwa may be able to tie this series up right now. There's nothing. There's just Lings and a couple of Mutalisks coming.
He just needs those Stalkers to come down and give some support to his anti-air units down here, and in fact they do join up. A great move by Naniwa. It looks like he's sending his Zealots towards the 3rd and going towards the main with his main army.
Oh, Naniwa's going to be able to tie this series up here, I think. Autosis is marching towards the main. The 3rd is being compromised at the same time. The Hive is going to fall in a couple of seconds' time. Naniwa is bringing what it takes to be able to pull this series back.
That's right. It doesn't look like Leenock will give up quite yet. He does have a lot of Mutalisks, and he wants to see what he can get done with them, but this is a huge amount of damage that has been dealt.
Oh, the Mothership Core is down. I don't think this army is ever going to die. The only way that Leenock can try and keep this game alive is by going for counterattacks, trying to run around the map, but there's Blink. There's +3 attack about to finish. This is going to be very, very difficult to actually pull that off here.
Indeed it is, but he does have a lot of Mutalisks, so that definitely works towards his favor. Oh god, this is one way to lose a lot of Mutalisks, so those Archons going to deal huge amounts of damage.
Well, what is Naniwa going to do here? The Archon's doing so much +3 attack. The Mule's run away. Leenock drops a second map in this tournament. Naniwa's done it in the map Autosys, the map that you said was the